Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with Tactical Solutions. Hope that you guys are all having an amazing Sunday. So let's go ahead and start our Sunday stock talk. If you guys haven't ever tuned on in, I pretty much go live every single Sunday at every single Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, and I just take time to break down the top stocks that you all see value in. So if you ever want to tune on into a future Sunday stock talk and have me break down your personal top stock of the day, then make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, drop a thumbs up, and we'll see you next Sunday if you didn't make this one. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right to it. We got Jesse already posting it in the ticker call out format. So let's go ahead and start breaking these down. So this is ticker symbol TM. And let's go ahead and get started. So ticker symbol TM as of right now, beautiful setup. 180-day highs at 163. It just pulled on back. The thing that I like or that I find very attractive about ticker symbol TM as of right now is this continuous ascending uptrend pattern. We already know that it's difficult enough to make money in the market, but it's so much more difficult when the overall direction is against your favor, right? Or against you. In this case, this is continuously making higher highs and higher lows, and although it does pull back, it tends to recover. And again, we're presented with a pullback, and it tends to recover. So we can set our alerts, and once and if it begins to actually indicate signs of reversal, then we can follow up with it. So let's go ahead and break down ticker symbol HD, which, if I'm not mistaken, is Home Depot. So ticker symbol HD, Home Depot, reported earnings, thank you again for calling this one out, was just at $283 a share. It pulled on back, right now trading right below $260 a share. So from where we're at right now to previous resistance levels, that's about nearly a 10% ROI if it were to make a recovery. So let's keep this one simple. Break above the EMA line, we'll follow up with it, and we'll also set an alert for the break below previous lows, which is right around 253. So I appreciate that call out. Here we go. So ticker symbol PENN. So that's a very popular one. All right, overall, very consistent ascending uptrend pattern. One of the things that I personally really like to focus on are good deals. This stock that you're choosing right now is very bullish. It's very consistent. I think that's amazing. Do I think it's the best deal right now? No. And what do I mean by that? Well, when something is showing signs of an uptrend and then it pulls on back based off of previous highs, because it pulls on back, it builds a nice margin for a potential recovery. As of right now, we're just kind of consolidating a lot around this general 110, 120 area. If you find that margin to be attractive, then so be it, right? And the margin can be attractive if you get in and get out at the right price point, but because it's consolidating so much, normally what this means is, again, we've experienced this before, where if it continues to consolidate, we can actually break overall support levels and begin to sell right back off. So just make sure you take that into consideration. We'll set an alert for the break below the SMA line, just in case there is a breakup pattern. Again, we have to know that there's two sides to every opportunity, and every trade does not have to go according to plan. But if you think it's going to begin to indicate signs of an uptrend, then set those alerts and let's follow up with it when it makes sense. So I appreciate you posting that one in the ticker call out format as well. Let's go ahead and do ticker symbol GoPro. So GoPro is one that I personally have been paying attention to. Just because I see value in it doesn't mean that you should. I just personally think, and you guys can let me know in the comments section if you agree, it's been very consistent. It's been very bullish. It just recently pulled on back, originally due to earnings, but it's like we've said before, right? Some stocks recover right away after earnings and after they fall. Some stocks are like this. They're like GoPro and they continue to sell off, and some don't ever recover, right? And that's one of the things that you have to take into consideration. So again, just because I see value in this does not mean that you should, but I do agree with you in the idea that it is oversold, and based off of where we're at right now to previous resistance levels, it's very attractive. It offers nearly 40% potential if it were to recover just to $11 a share. If it were to make a full recovery to $12.77, it didn't really hold up there for a long period of time, so that's why I'm not really talking about it. But that's about 67% if it were to make a full recovery at 180-day highs. So I'm going to keep this one super simple, and I'm just going to set an alert once and if it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, then that's when maybe we can add a little bit more to our position size. But if you are someone that's not the best at managing position size or managing risk, or if you're under the PDT rule, then maybe buying in in early is not the best idea, because you have to take into consideration that it doesn't have to go up. This thing can easily continue to sell back off. And if you just want to keep it that much more simple, set those alerts and buy when it makes sense. Don't just buy just because you can. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. So we got ticker symbol ACB. So ticker symbol ACB. So this is Aurora. Right? It's the cannabis stock. Recently sold off. I personally don't trade cannabis. It's not my niche, right? But as of right now and how bullish it's been, I see why you're paying attention to ACB as of right now. It just recently pulled on back from 180-day highs. It's selling off right now. So would I buy right now? Well, no, definitely not. It's making lower lows and lower highs, and just, you know, be honest with yourself. Do you want to put your money in something that's currently selling off? That's up to you, right? As of right now, I would just set my alert for the break above $12. Once and if it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, then guess what? You have so much margin to work with. If this thing actually recovers, I mean, it's over 100% potential that it has to offer if it were to hit 180-day highs once again. So again, a goal is something to work toward, not something that you have to hit every single time. And if it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend, if you wait for confirmation, you still have so much margin. And this is why it's so important. And I want to encourage you to be patient, right? So we just broke down 5. Let's go ahead and do 5 more. I feel like I'm going to keep this one super short. And if you guys, and again, let me know in the comment section if I miss any. But let's go ahead and move on to the next one. We got WWE. Here we go, WWE. Alrighty, hit overall highs at $60. It's sold off, found a support level right around $47.50. It's beginning to indicate signs of an uptrend. Is this thing consistently making higher highs? No, not so much. I mean, the way that it trades is, again, it kind of still does pull back below the EMA line and then continues to uptrend. So as of right now, I'd be very, very selective with your position size. It can easily pull on back, and it's in the very early stages of a potential reversal if it actually continues to make higher highs and higher lows. So I'm personally watching WWE myself just because of how consistent it was in the past, and the profit potential isn't too bad either. So it offers a little bit over 17%, and I just wanted to make sure that I talk about it based off of it meeting a lot of people's criteria right now. So let's go ahead and break down another one, Tesla. So we're going to have to talk about this one, right? This one's going to be one that I'm personally following up with, and I'm telling you this as someone that's very heavily invested in Tesla. Do I think Tesla is the best buy right now? If you're going in for a day trade, it's still selling off. It's still making lower lows, and every time that it tries to break above the EMA line, it gets rejected. I'm telling you this as someone that's invested in Tesla. If you're someone that is under the PDT rule, if you're really trying to focus on waiting for confirmation, then right now is not your time. If you're someone that wants to buy Tesla for a decent deal and you don't mind holding for a longer period of time, then maybe this is something that you can take into consideration if and only if it actually meets your criteria. I just want you to know that although I do have a position in this, I'm super open with the idea that I know it can continue to sell off. I've said that the day that I purchased $200,000 worth of Tesla. I openly said that Tesla is still bearish. It's still making lower lows, but I wanted to buy it because I thought that it was a good deal based off of current price points. And I still think that, but I want to make sure that you understand that if you're not someone that can tolerate something selling off or not going according to plan right away, then maybe this isn't the best stock for you as of right now. I would set your alerts, and once and if it begins to indicate signs of a reversal and overall uptrend, then following up with it would make the most sense. And there's so much margin to work with. So as of where we're at right now to previous highs, it offers over 30%. So who cares if I'm in it right now? Why not just do your part, set your alerts, wait for confirmation, and even if you capture 20% of that, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. So do your part and being selective, waiting for proper confirmation, and watching that position size. I want you to, feel comfortable with what it is that you choose to trade, and I hope that we can respect that from one another. So let's go ahead and break down another one. So this is ticker symbol U. So ticker symbol U, here we go. On the 180-day chart, this one was something that was showing signs of an uptrend, hit 180-day highs at 175 pretty much. A lot of consolidation and then pulled right on back. So is this something that I would find to be a decent deal based off previous highs? Yeah, I see why you're paying attention to it. Is this something that I would say is a buy right now? No, and the reason why is because it continues to get rejected off of this EMA line, and that's exactly where we're at right now. So until it begins to indicate signs of an uptrend and makes makes higher highs, then I think that's when it would begin to make the most sense on when to buy something like this that has been so consistently bearish ever since its overall earnings. So just make sure you take that into consideration. So, all right, looks like we're going through quite a bit. We got ticker symbol Apple. So AAPL. Ticker symbol Apple. This is, again, 100% my opinion, not just as a day trader, but as an investor. I can't stress this enough. There's so many amazing stocks out there, right? And people love to buy these stocks when they're going according to plan, when they're increasing in value. Of course, it makes sense. That's what attracts a lot of people, right? But right now that the market is pulling back, obviously you don't want to buy a ton if you can't tolerate a pullback, right? But just think about this. This is Apple, right? Talking about Amazon, talking about Tesla. As of right now, in my opinion, when it comes down to investing long term, it makes the most sense to buy now to set your future self up. Do you want to buy with everything in your account? Well, no, of course not, because it can still continue to sell off and you don't want to feel uncomfortable in your position. But if your job is to invest in quality companies and get them for a good deal, then right now we have a pretty good setup. Do we have the best setup? Are we at the overall bottom? No one ever knows when the market's going to recover. We don't ever know when the date that it's going to happen, but all you can do is take advantage of opportunities that you see value in based off of previous patterns and previous price levels. And I would personally have to say that Apple is definitely one of those stocks that for my long-term portfolio, it's definitely one that I began to invest in and to pick up at these lower price levels, because I don't think Apple is going anywhere. Do you guys? And based off of where it was before, it offers a really nice 17% potential for an overall recovery. And guess what? If I can buy now, hold for a couple of weeks, and make 17% plus profit off of a very simple, analysis, then yeah, I'm definitely going to do so, right? Is this something that I would day trade right now? Of course not. It's bearish. It's selling off as of right now. But when it comes down to maybe swing traders or long-term investors, this is definitely something that I would personally pay attention to myself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and do one more. We'll probably do one more, but we'll go from there. So we got shop. Braden, I keep seeing you, I think, spam it. I'm not too sure if it's the shop one, but I actually talked about this stock yesterday. I did a 180-day analysis. It reported earnings, right? It sold off. It's testing SMA line. This is 100% a stock that I'm watching for my long-term portfolio and as well as my day trades. It's one that I personally really do like to trade. From where we're at right now to previous highs at nearly 1,500. 16% is what it has to offer, and it tends to bounce at the SMA line. Patterns tend to repeat themselves. They don't always have to, so make sure you have your form of risk management in place. But from where we're at right now, I feel pretty confident about it, and I'm very excited to follow up with it. So let's go ahead and see if we have any good ones. So what's going on, Antonio? Hope you're having an amazing day. EBS. So EBS, here we go. So alrighty, so this one was at previous highs of almost 130, pulled on back due to earnings. I like that you're focusing on reversals, right? Waiting to see if it actually begins to formulate this overall reversal. We'll set the alert for the break above 110 as well, but this thing can easily continue to sell off, and it's done that multiple times before. So just make sure that overall direction is in your favor, especially for companies that are kind of like, they're all over the place, right? With the performance where they have been bullish and then they sell off, and then they're bullish and then they sell off. You just want to make sure that you take positions that make the most sense right now. So I'm going to do one more. Let's do one more, and then I'll let you guys enjoy your Sunday. So let's get on Christian. Ticker symbol CARS. Alrighty, so, I don't know if you meant, CARS is a ticker symbol. I don't know why it didn't. Is it? Yeah. So cars.com. Very consistent uptrend pattern. Overall highs at $14.61. It reported earnings. It sold off. I love this. I actually have not added this one to my watch list, so I would add this one to my oversold watch list myself. And the reason why is it's a very bullish stock. It's a quality company. It's very consistent in the way that it pushes up, and it just reported earnings, which acted as a negative catalyst. And from where we're at right now to previous highs, offers a 25% return. So this has to be, out of all the stocks that we've broken down so far, the reason it's my favorite is because we haven't talked about it before. It's not one that I've talked about before, and it meets all of my criteria. It's a consistent uptrend pattern, it's bullish, and it's a good deal based off previous highs. So this one has to be my favorite. Let me know in the comment section which one you think is your favorite. And if you feel like we missed the top stock, your top stock for this week, just make sure that you comment that down below. And I actually want to share my screen for this. If you're part of Learn Plan Profit, or if you're part of our TechButt Solutions Discord group, if you're not, the first link in the description will send you on over to our free Facebook group, and you'll get access to all of it. So this is 307,000 members worldwide. You'll get access to our free Facebook group. And the really cool thing about this is I want you, if it's not asking for too much, I want you under the group alerts to share your top stock in the ticker call out format. So make sure under the watch list for TechButt Solutions that you go ahead and tag me in the ticker call out format. And then in the Learn Plan Profit one, it's called group alerts, that you tag me on your top stock, and I'll make sure that in tomorrow's video, if I break down a series of different stocks, and if it meets my criteria, I will most likely talk about it. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope and wish you guys an amazing rest of your Sunday. Continue working hard, continue following dreams, let your passion be your drive for success. I'll see you tomorrow at Market Open for the live trading session. And if you want to join us to be able to watch me trade live and join our Learn Plan Profit team, click the second link down below, and I'll see you at Market Open. I hope that I earned your thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I upload new videos every single day, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Take it easy.